Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan video. Alright, so, there's only one day until this event goes away. It's been here the entire month of July. July has been so busy between the 2-year anniversary on Global Dokkan, as well as everything else going on JP. We got Gogeta and Omega dropping very soon. So I want to go ahead and record the Dragon Ball GT Baby Saga finale, event or whatever here. I've already recorded the first 2 parts of the Baby Saga long ago. Alright, so this stage right here, this first stage, this is actually definitely, I would say, the best stage to farm up these baby coins in this event. It's also ridiculously fast. By the way, what happens here is Baby tosses a Revenge Death Ball at Goku, and they think Goku's killed. But the reason Goku ends up trapped in this dimension like he does is because Kibito Kai actually uses his instantaneous movement, saves Goku from the blast, but in the middle of his instantaneous movement to head back to the Supreme World of the Kais, there's a shockwave through dimensions from how powerful Baby's Revenge Death Ball was, and during that, the Kibito Kai actually drops Goku. And so he ends up in this like weird like shadow dimension thing, and he ends up playing this board game with these dudes. They're like raccoon looking fuckers, and that's exactly what this is right here. Yeah. No, you're not dead anyway. I'm a gangster. See, he's lying. Now, the reason this stage is the best to farm up the coins in the entire game, I would say in the second part of the Baby Saga story events, the last stage there is probably one of the best farming stages in the game, because not only do you get a bunch of coins, but you also get a guaranteed Mr. Satan statue as well. So you can really, really accumulate a shit ton of money, and I definitely highly recommend that people do that if possible. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this right here. So we get these questions, right? Now this is based upon questions that Goku is asked in the actual show too, the same stuff. Yeah, what can run but not walk? It's water right there. So we'll head this way. Now there's 2 things we can get. We get a bunch of coins just by landing on these spots. Here we go, get us those Satan coins. I love how it says Satan on the coin itself, but then the name pops up as Hercule badge. So stupid, so dumb. Alright, and here we'll get the Chi-Chi Nurse support item, which is one of the best items in the game. Redonkulously underrated, right? What it does is it lowers enemy attack and defense by 77% for 1 turn. And here we go. What has a bottom at its top? The reason Krillin is there is because that's what Goku says. Goku's answer is Krillin. You know, just a little joke about how... I guess you can call Goku dumb. I don't know. Whatever. It's up to you. It's up to you. But we'll go ahead and go through. Again, you know, if you want, like, you can burn through this stage in, like, record time, just moving as quick as possible, because there's no actual fight here. It's just literally collecting the, you know, the items on the board, and then you're fucking done. Like, beast mode right there. Beast mode. Now, Goku eventually, of course, is able to escape, and when he does, that is when, Old Kai basically wants to have Goku regrow his tail, and it's implied that he knows about Super Saiyan 4. How the fuck Old Kai knows that? I don't know. Because you know what Old Kai does not know about is the fact that the Potara earrings have a fucking time limit on it. Old Kai didn't know about that, but he knew about Super Saiyan 4. Okay, Old Kai, sure. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, bro. Alright, yeah. Goku lost a little bit off the top. Still, probably the worst part about GT is the fact that Goku is in the child's body again. Now, in the meantime, what Baby does here is he grabs all of the Black Star Dragon Balls that Goku, Trunks, and Pan had worked so hard to collect. He gets them, and then he creates a new planet plant, or what is it in the Japanese subversion? The planet Sephorian or whatever. they create that in the atmosphere of Earth. Now, here's the item I was talking about. Reduce all enemy attack and defense by 74%. Excuse me, for 1 turn. It does not stack. But that shit is so fucking good. By the way, if you're ever having trouble with Broly, you know, I'm sure a lot of people probably have LR Brolys out there, but they don't have the means to maybe beat Broly. Use that item, and you will be able to absolutely, just blow Broly away, because his defense will be gone. So yeah, here we go. So here is where the Planet Plant is brought back, and Baby, utilizing Bulma's genius. A lot of Baby's plans at this point do rely on mad scientist Bulma over here. She has like all these spaceships and stuff, and the human race starts migrating from Earth to Planet Plant. And the only thing that does suck is that there's very few like fighters. Basically, the only people who are left are Oob, his family, who he hid in the mountains, supposedly. They don't really explain that much. It's just Oob and his family hid in the mountains. It's just like, okay, sure, whatever. And then Pan and Mr. Satan, they were inside of Majin Buu, which allowed them to escape Baby's, you know, control, his spores? I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They were able to, you know, not have to be evil cocksuckers, because what we're about to do, we're actually fighting a stage right here where there is, like, we fight like 5 opponents. This is actually one of the most important stages, too, in this event, because this stage gives you a ton of medals that you can use to awaken. There's actually 3 units that you can Dokkan awaken with this event. I will be doing those awakenings in a separate video. I'm doing that, like, new series preparing for Dokkan Battlefield. I pulled a couple interesting units from the global ticket banner that I can go ahead and awaken, which we will do at the appropriate time. I might do that in a day or two, because I do have, I don't know, like 6 or 7 units I can go ahead and awaken on global. Might as well do that. Show that some of these units are actually quite good. The Gohan in particular, I think, is really, really solid and has a real place on his respective 120% team. Alright, but I was like, oh, Nani! And the boy Oob is here. Hello, Oob. Yeah, that's also one of the big problems with GT, is that, like, they kind of build Oob up, only for him to do nothing. Nothing whatsoever. The only time he fights, he gets bodied. He gets bodied by Super 17. He gets fucking bodied by Baby, basically. I mean, they do a stupid thing where Oob basically uses a candy blast. By the way, Evil Videl is here. I love this. This Videl is here just for this stage. She's not actually a card you can get in-game or anything. But Oob uses, like, a candy beam to turn Baby into candy, and Baby kind of knocks it back, and Oob gets hit by it. And then Oob is later inside of Baby's stomach after Baby then eats Oob, after Oob is hit by his own blast. I almost said boob right there. Yeah, Oob gets hit by his own blast, turns into chocolate, Baby eats him, and then later on, Oob is able to just, you know, fix himself, and he's inside of Baby, causing problems inside of Baby, and he says, this was my plan all along, which doesn't make a whole lot of fucking sense, but sure, Oob, whatever you say. Oh, I hate that ape, even though I'm in an ape's body right now. You know what's funny? I've heard a lot of people actually say, based on the way Super Baby 2 looks, like, he has basically, like, the same kind of facial structure as a Super Saiyan 3 does. Like, you notice how he has, like, the no eyebrows. Again, just like a Super Saiyan 3. And a lot of people have theorized that, like, Super Baby 2 is kind of like Baby in Vegeta's body, like, doing Super Saiyan 3 or something like that. Personally, I don't think so, because Baby would probably then have the Super Saiyan 3 hair, but whatever, it's fine. Now, also, the emotional moments with Buu and Mr. Satan are definitely one of the, like, big high points of GT. Like, you know, Buu and Satan's relationship is, like, actually pretty touching. It definitely one of the high points of Dragon Ball GT. Alright, so we're finished up there. Let us continue on. Yeah, here's all the medals you need. They are labeled Baby Saga medals because that's originally when they came out. There aren't any Awakening medals that are actually exclusive to this event. All of the medals that you get are actually medals you could have gotten from the Baby Saga event. Same with basically all of the rewards of this event as well. Alright, so here is where Boo kind of fuses with Oob, right? So, Oob, of course, is the reincarnation of Kid Boo. And Boo basically, you know, refuses with Oob and says, like, you know, now our powers are one again like it's supposed to be. And that's where Majoob comes from. But again, the problem is that happens. Like, you know, he becomes Majoob, and then that's when he starts getting bodied. Like, Majoob never has a moment where you're like, wow, oh shit, Majoob kicked ass, right? It's like, no, that never happens. Absolutely shafted. So I would love... I don't want Majoob to actually happen in Dragon Ball Super. Like, I don't want Boo and Oob to fuse. But I really do want Oob to get some screen time. Like, you know, Toriyama kind of teased us with Oob back in, like, 1995 or 96 or whenever it was. And we have never seen Oob actually do something. Like, it's over 20 years now. Where Oob is just, you know, he's just that kid who Goku fought at the end of Dragon Ball, and that's basically it. So, hopefully after the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super, we can actually get some Oob love. I'd really appreciate that, but we'll see. We will see. No, Mazaka! Oob! And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna destroy you, except, oh, right, I'm actually about to get fucking bodied right here. Silly me! I should have remembered, baby, that you were going to absolutely wreck my shit. Yo, let's have our Super Kaioken Goku do some damage. Now, Kaioken Goku, again, doesn't really have, like, a great... I mean, how can I explain this? I feel like he's best served, best utilized on a 120% Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks team, right? Because of the way his passive works, he's not really going to be doing a lot of damage if your health is below 50%. Now, it's very, very easy to maintain that when you're working with a 120% God lead, because, you know, you have, you know, a lot of times close to 300,000 health. But, you know, just on a hero team, you know, we're right around 200,000 health. You know, if I wanted, I could probably, you know, swap Gotenks in, and maybe we'd get a little higher than that. But it's a lot more difficult to keep that health above 50%, you know, on a hero team than it is on a 120% team. So Goku shows back up, and of course what happens is he just gets absolutely bodied again. He gets his tail back thanks to Old Kai, and he thinks that, you know, this, and now with his tail, he'll be able to sustain the power of Super Saiyan 3, because his childlike body is not able to sustain the power of Super Saiyan 3. Goku kind of implies in GT that he's like mastered the Super Saiyan 3 form. Like, he can actually use it. But Goku basically also states that the childlike body he gets from the Dragon Balls is not capable of sustaining the power of Super Saiyan 3. So that's why he's not really able to utilize it very much in GT. And of course, you know, by the time, like, this fight happens right here, Goku is in Super Saiyan 4, so Super Saiyan 3 is completely irrelevant anyway. Oh no, at this rate, I'm toast. And then, yeah, he basically starts looking at the Earth, and he kind of substitutes the Earth in place of the Moon, and he's able to transform into the Great Ape again with his tail. Goku also does state that he is actually noticeably stronger just as soon as his tail comes back. Like, he does state that before he even, like, actually goes Golden Great Ape here or goes into his Super Saiyan 3 form. he just is straight up stronger anyway. So, now, as far as, like, canon and all of that, obviously Dragon Ball GT is not canon anymore. Now, I do kind of want to... canon is tricky, but it doesn't fit with Dragon Ball Super. Too many things have now happened to where Super, like, it just wouldn't make sense. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, Goku and his relationship with the gods is, like, almost too much now. Like, there's just way too much happening to where it's like, why is Beerus not here? Why is this character not here? Then let's take a look at Kaioshin. Like, in GT, there's still Kibito Kai, but in Dragon Ball Super, Kaioshin and Kibito actually defuse using the Namekian Dragon Balls. Now, what I'll say about that is, I actually think I kind of wish he had stayed fused, because Kibito Kai, like, he did help out a lot. Like, you know, the combination of, you know, Kaioshin, you know, with the teleportation, then the healing from Kibito, it made him very, very useful. Although, in Dragon Ball Z, they kind of made it look like it was Kibito's ability to use, they call it the Kai Kai. Kai Kai, that's like the teleportation technique. It seemed as though it was done by Kibito. But in Dragon Ball Super as well, it's actually the Kaioshins who use Kai Kai. So, I don't know. And Dragon Ball Super, of course, the manga does elaborate further on, like, the healing powers. Like, if you're an apprentice, you can actually heal. Like, that's, you know, Zamasu is able to heal in the Dragon Ball Super manga, as is Trunks, because he trained under Kaioshin. Now, here is where Pan, you know, kind of gets Goku under control. And once Goku kind of finds himself and rediscovers his humanity here, this is when he's able to take the ultimate Super Saiyan transformation and go into Super Saiyan 4. Now, I'm actually a big fan. I really enjoy the videos done by Seth the Programmer and Chuck the Cybercut. They actually did some videos breaking down why they believe that Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue are actually stronger than Super Saiyan 4. And I actually really, like, the video was dripping with facts. Like, it was factual evidence used. So I would have to say, I now subscribe to that theory that the Super Saiyan Blue form is more powerful than Super Saiyan 4. But, I think Super Saiyan 4 is fucking cooler. Super Saiyan 4, like, I don't give a shit what anyone says. The fur looks dumb. The hair looks dumb. The magic pants that come out of nowhere. The tails. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I think Super Saiyan 4 is badass. And I love the design, the eye design that they have. Very, very, like, Sage Mode-esque from Naruto. Like, it's very cool. I really like that. I would not be opposed to them just straight up, like, somehow bringing, like, Super Saiyan 4 into Dragon Ball Super. Some shit like that. Like, you would find me standing up and applauding, not being butthurt about that. Now, do I think we'll see that? No, because Toriyama did say that he wanted to get away from, like, the numbered forms in an interview. Like, you know, he wants to move away from going, like, you know, Super Saiyan 3, then Super Saiyan 4, then Super Saiyan 5, Super Saiyan 6, you know, all that shit. And more of, like, actually, like, different forms, like, you know, Super Saiyan God, then Super Saiyan Blue. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see what Goku's, his new form, whatever it's going to be. We'll see what that is. His supposedly limit-breaking form. A lot of people call him Limit Breaker Goku. We can't get a super attack in that first turn, Rip. Okay. Well, Gogeta's probably just going to finish it with a regular attack anyway. And wha-bam. Now, as far as my strength team, I do still need to awaken my World Tournament Reward Vegeta and actually get him to SA10 with an event. I'll be doing a video pretty soon of an SA10 showcase of that Strength Vegeta, that we actually have on our team, he's not bad. The fact that I'm able to get him the SA-10 pretty easily probably will merit a spot for him on my team. I don't know. We'll see, because the Trunks is definitely way better. The GT Trunks. And that basically is who Vegeta would be replacing on my team. You know, if I was Animated Muscle and I'd pulled 15 of those Trunkses, sure, he'd be on my squad, because then, you know, you can max dupe him out and get him the SA-10 just with dupes. That shit is crazy. I would love that, because that Trunks is really good. But as of right now, the Vegeta is probably a better choice for me because he is SA-10. Also, Bulma, you know, again, is very, very important during this arc. Her genius. She actually creates that device that allows Goku to, or allows Baby to, are you serious? Again, Gee, what the fuck? Hey, we'll do this. I want Goku-sama to finish this off. I know, you know, my Paikuhan, who I'm so proud of, he doesn't need a super attack right here. That's fine. Yeah, get the fuck back, baby. Hold this. Cool. Almost 2. I like that. You know what? Hey, excuse me, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. 2 million on a hit like that. Big fan. I'm a big fan. Hey, the 10 times Kamehameha. Now, here's what's interesting, right? The first time Goku uses the 10 times Kamehameha, it actually is blue. They made it blue. But then when he does it in the future, they actually make it red instead. I do actually like that design touch, making the 10 times Kamehameha red. I really do actually like that idea. And then, yeah, Baby uses the Super Gallic Ho! He does use a lot of interesting attacks. Like, he uses like he calls it like continuous Super Gallic Ho, I think, where he shoots out like a bunch of the Gallic Gun type blasts all over the place. There's some interesting stuff that happens in the fight between Super Saiyan 4 and the golden, you know, Baby 2 Great Ape, whatever it is you want to call it. We'll bring, let's bring Super Saiyan 4 Goku team again, because Goku versus Baby, that is, you know, the matchup right here. You know, honestly, Baby is deserving of a Dokkan Fest. I would almost say they should somehow figure out, there should be another, like, Great Ape Golden Baby that should be, like, a villain leader somehow. That would be worthy of a Dokkan Fest, because you could seriously have, like, a Dokkan boss fight that has, like, 8 stages. Like, you could go from, like, Baby to, like, you know, Baby Vegeta, Super Baby 1, Super Baby 2, and then go to the Great Golden Ape. Like, that would be really, really cool. That would be fun, actually. I would like that idea. Now, what happens here is Goku, at this point, the fighting has been long and drawn out, and he was basically completely taxed out. And our boy Kabito Kai actually gets the Sacred Water from Kami's Lookout, which links GT to the filler Garlic Jr. arc, which doesn't fit in Dragon Ball Z's continuity and all that. So it just creates more problems on problems on problems, plot holes and everything. Because the Garlic Jr. saga does not, like, canonically fit with Dragon, like, it doesn't, there's problems fitting it into the timeline. And then here, they use the Sacred Water straight from the Garlic Jr. saga to actually free everyone from Baby's influence. And then Trunks, Gohan, all of the Saiyans, they basically do the Super Saiyan God ritual, but they just give all their power to Goku. And then at that point, Goku is able to defeat Baby-sama. And then Baby actually does leave Vegeta's body and tries to flee, but Goku fucking blasts his ass into the sun. Multiple villains get killed by being blasted into the sun. And it happens with Cooler, it happens with Broly. Well, Cooler doesn't die, but you get my point. Villains get blasted into the sun often in Dragon Ball. It is a thing that happens quite often. It's a cool idea, a neat idea. Hey, how can we take this villain down? I don't know, fuck it. Toss his ass into the fucking sun. I certainly think that would qualify. Kamehameha! Goodbye, Baby. Can't sense Baby's ki. He can hold these Super Saiyan 4 nuts. That's the other thing, too. So I fully expect them to probably do a Super Android 17 story arc at some point in the future. I mean, they did one for the Black Star Dragon Balls and then the 2 parts of the Baby Saga. I anticipate they'll eventually do like little story events of every arc. They'll probably do one of like, you know, they already did one of the Saiyan Saga. I'm sure we'll see one for the Namek Saga, Frieza Saga, etc. Eventually, it'll all get done. But, alright, so that takes care of the Baby Saga event. My next global video will probably be the World Tournament Vegeta Super Attack 10 Showcase. If not that, then another video preparing for Dokkan Battlefield. But I will see you guys for whatever it is. Later!